So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. A little juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff on first down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, we've got a pretty big sample size now from the NFL season, Charles. I want to ask you, going back to the draft, who was the biggest steal in 2018?
Well, the biggest steal is Philip Lindsay.
Oh, a guy that wasn't even drafted?
Wasn't even drafted, but how about what the Denver personnel department did, identifying him ahead of time, potentially not being drafted and ready to pounce when the call didn't come for him. And what a job he's done for them. Running it, catching it, open field guy, in traffic, he's done it all. I think Saquon Barkley from the Giants has been everything as advertised. Calvin Ridley with Atlanta has been spectacular. Quentin Nelson, offensive guard with the Colts. He was Rookie of the Month, wasn't he?
Yeah, back in October. How about that?
Yeah, how about that for an offensive lineman? We've had 4 quarterbacks start games: Mayfield, Darnold, Allen, and Rosen.
And Quentin Nelson, one final note on that. He was the first offensive lineman ever given that award, so hats off to him.
Definitely.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. From midfield, here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, I mean, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now, Breeze again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd and 10, gone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again. Goff. Dancing to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 14. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
76, 76.
Again, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Hey, kill!
So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Breeze now on first down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Got it!
Now Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Breeze, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, oftentimes when we get a chance to talk league-wide, we go offensive. We don't get a lot of defensive talk. But let's talk about some young rookies. I know you've told me Darius Leonard of the Colts has really impressed you.
He certainly has. He's impressed the entire league. I mean, at times he approaches 20 tackles a game. Sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, out of South Carolina State. So you don't think about it, but you should. Derwin James with the Chargers, been as good as advertised at the safety position. Jair Alexander, the corner from Green Bay, missed a couple of games early in the season, but he got the attention of the New England Patriots brass before they played. They were really impressed with him. But Bradley Chubb is doing exactly what we thought he would do, chasing down quarterbacks. And Dante action.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's gone. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And now it's second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it 24-13. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that.
He's got him in, complete, past the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Des Bryant, 81 yards, and the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Lutz now to kick this one away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Goff steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time that happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make the play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 46 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Lutz now to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find some.
They got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. And even 40 yards. Now Goff on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on third. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And now running right through it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Beamer Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. But Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, gone. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Third and long. It's gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first down, it's gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Goff on first down. Providing a safety valve here. That's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Charles, we saw a lot.